Welcome guys. When will Dogecoin hit 10 cents? Or rather, will it ever hit 10 cents? This is a question we're exploring. I know I was having trouble with my stream a couple of times, and let's see if this works. If not, we will and then probably call it a day and we'll meet tomorrow. So, but I'm going to make it short, okay? And that's really what we're looking to answer this question. I know, right? But the stream is not allowing me to answer this question, guys. All right, so I'm going to switch to my trading chart here. All right, I'm going to make this quick, and let's navigate to our chart. This is the Dogecoin price, 0.0559. So it seems to climb up a little bit. So it's at 0.056, right? So that's what the candlesticks are. Even if I were to go to Binance and you saw the chart, it's going upward direction, right? So if it breaks out, the next support level could be 6 cents or even 7 cents, right? So it depends on where it stops, and that's really what has been happening for the last week or two. Okay, all right, so this is the current price is 0.056, which is kind of going up from the start of the week, starting Monday, and today is of course Thursday. And we are going to take a look at when will it actually, what factors, what some technical indicators allow us to see when it hits actually, or the possibility, the realistic possibility of Dogecoin getting to 10 cents. So here's the chart that I want to show you. And I will also take a look at, if I click on trade now, this will open up our squeeze momentum indicator that we set up, in fact, yesterday. So if you're part of the a stream yesterday, you saw how I set it up and I showed you. This is a great tool to use. You may want to explore this on your own, by your own self as well. But this is really the squeeze momentum and the squeeze release. We talked about that. And right here that we see that the momentum based on this particular indicator that we set up yesterday, Dogecoin is kind of like going up, right? That's where it is, 0.056, 0.057. And that's what we're looking for. So if you look at, let me zoom in a little bit here. You should be able to see that a nice pattern being developed, okay? The average, so it kind of like broke the average. It was at 0.055 for the last couple of days. And just right now, it's at 0.056, okay? And we still see, based on our indicator down here, you will notice that it's still the light green bars going up, right? So as long as we have a series of light green, that means it's still good. It's in the positive direction. But as soon as the color changes, then we can of course close our positions accordingly based on our of course our own portfolio and the way we want to maintain, buy and sell. But since Dogecoin is in the long run, this is an example that I showed yesterday and even today we're looking at. So realistically, what we're looking at, look at these nice shoulders, like head and shoulders, right? So this is the shoulder, then we got a head, and then another shoulder forming. Now this, right after this could actually go even higher up. So if you're just tuning in, guys, thank you so much for your support. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button and of course the like button and the bell notification so you get notified. I was having trouble earlier with my stream. Hopefully this is a little better. If not too great, but it definitely should be a little better. I've actually had a lot of things open, right? So I wanted to close that, and hopefully that freed up my bandwidth a little bit. All right, so and let me know, put some comments in here. Let me see if I can bring up my comments right here on this screen. So just give me a second. Yeah, there's the chat. See if I can pull it up so I can see it right here. Hopefully this will make my life easier. All right, so we're talking about whether Dogecoin is going to hit 10 cents and when will it hit it, or will it ever hit 10 cents? And that's what we're exploring. So based on this analysis, or based on the chart that you see, price is at 0.056. So guess what? It's going up, guys, right? That's what it is. It's still going up, which is nice, and our indicator is reflective of this going up. And if this momentum continues, by the way, it is going to, of course, and today's Thursday, by the way, we still have one more day in a week, and before we do our weekly recap over the weekend. And this is going to be exciting if it actually breaks and goes to 6 cents, okay, and continues the momentum. If not, of course, this is going to be the average based on the market demand. It's going to find its resistance level, or rather support level, and maintain that moving forward entire this week. But I was looking at the numbers early on in the week, and it'll be exciting to actually do an analysis over the weekend, right? That is Saturday, right? I do that Saturday. So definitely stay tuned and make sure you hit the subscribe button, guys, and the bell notification so you get notified. We'll be talking about the highs and lows and the great opportunity for this entire week that we potentially either could have missed or we could have gained. And of course, I'll share the actual Excel spreadsheet. But let me zoom out a little bit so you'll notice the squeeze momentum indicator on the bottom here. You see the greens and the reds, right? That's the indicator that we set up yesterday. I use it. It's a good indicator, and we talked about this yesterday. So if you want to go check out this stream yesterday, please do so. You'll know exactly how I set this up. All right, so this is what the indicator shows us for Dogecoin at this point. So it just went up a little bit, 0.056, which is good, and the indicators are also still in a release cycle, okay, which is good. So realistically, when we take a look at this kind of pattern, when will it hit 10 cents? That's the thing that we're exploring here based on market conditions. We also saw some good breaking news where a luxury hotel group, the Keltner group, they've also announced that they will be using Dogecoin as part of their, so you can book a hotel room using Dogecoin, right? And that's really the driving force, or forces rather, including, you know, Mark Cuban's team, Dallas Mavericks, doing the same thing, transacting in Dogecoin. Rather, they did that already, 20,000 plus transactions. You know, CoinFlip ATMs and, you know, MasterCard, Visa, all these things that we've been covering this week, starting Monday, right? And of course, prior to that, we're seeing that every single day or every other day, acceptance of Dogecoin is actually, you know, getting better and better. Okay, which is nice. All right, so yeah, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I apologize for the earlier stream. Hopefully this is a little bit better because I see some comments coming in. Perfect. Good afternoon, Nebel. Appreciate it. Who's going to be the Doge King? Well, we don't know. We all are, right? Everyone on this channel, everyone on InvestDesk, all right, is a king, man. I'm telling you. Get your comment, Robert. But we all are, and that's exactly, or kings and queens too, rather. We can't forget the queens. So the goal, of course, of this channel is to bring you the latest news, updates, and forecasts for Dogecoin, and of course other cryptocurrencies as well. But primarily, I focus on Dogecoin. So yeah, definitely moving forward, I'm looking for giving you guys the latest information, insights, including technical analysis as well as market conditions, so we can grow together. All right, so Nebelunge Pixie says, my husband, because I will be the Doge Queen. Yeah, you bet. So definitely, we're all kings and queens here, right? You bet. And that's really what it is. And we talked about yesterday, by the way, where, you know, remember Bitcoin was like less than 10 cents, right? 10 years ago. Of course, you know, we cannot compare Bitcoin with Dogecoin because they are two separate coin design, and the other one's Dogecoin is inflationary, right? So, but either way, at 5 cents or 5.5 or 5.6, still Dogecoin is in my opinion, is undervalued. Okay, so definitely it is going to go. All right, so let's get some comments here. Mike is asking, is this indicator available in TD Ameritrade platform? Yes, it should be available. It's a pretty common indicator. It's called the squeeze. Actually, it's just called the squeeze momentum indicator. So it's called TTM_squeeze. I think I have it in my yesterday video, Mike. If you want to go check that out, I explained everything. I set this indicator up for everyone in my stream yesterday. So yeah, you can go check that out. You'll find everything that you need to know about how to set this indicator up. But we're looking at this is, by the way, a 1 minute interval that you see here. And let me switch to a 4-hourly interval. That will be more appropriate for our analysis. There's 4 hours. There we go. And you'll notice that at this point, the price went up to 0.05. Still are in a squeeze, right? And we see these red, light red. So the first red that comes in sort of course, gives us the indication, okay? So even though, of course, there's very minor fluctuations in the price here, but the indicator, of course, and that's what we do, you know, as part of traders and part of actively working with these indicator and other indicators. This is just one of them. We can then start to identify. All right, and we talked about the dark blue dots and light blue dots yesterday. So if you want to go check that out, please do so. All right, so let me go back to the charts. I want to show you some additional indicators that tells us the Dogecoin position and where it stands and whether it's a strong buy or not. So if I go back to TradingView here and click on technicals, this is a fast and easy way, by the way, to take a look at it, and just a day's worth of summary here. And these technical analysis, by the way, simply tell you the real-time ratings for a particular day. So this is, I've clicked on a day here, so you'll notice in a 1 day period of time, the technical analysis shows that it is a strong buy. All right, and of course the reason is clear, because we've been keeping track of Dogecoin for the last almost 3 weeks. This is the third week, right? Every single day, and within our portfolios, and we're doing analysis every single day. I stream every single day. So make sure you subscribe, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you're just joining in. I appreciate your support moving forward. So definitely in a day, for 1 day, it's a strong buy. Okay, that's what the technical indicators, the analysis represent on this chart. Additional, why does it say strong buy, right, for a day? If I click on, let's say, 1 week, it's still a good buy. All right, still a good buy. All right, so it's not the good buy like as in goodbye, right? It's good as buy something, right? All right, so all right, so we're talking about the charts here, the signals or the indicators for Dogecoin. The oscillators also say it's a good buy. And then, of course, moving averages. We set those up last week, the MA200, the 25, the 7s, and different intervals. And I'm sure you have others too. So put a comment and see whether you are actually using these indicators or not for yourself. On some comments here, Musk wanted certain things. And this is, again, Mike. Huge holders reduced their positions, wondering if... Yeah, I did. I think we did provide an update 3 or 4 days ago where some of the whales... so-called whales, they started to sell off, but yet, of course, there's still about 28% portfolio, held by one address. So yeah, it's not as fast as we would or as Elon Musk would hope that they would sell, but definitely we saw that some of these whales did sell. Okay, so not sure why they sold or whatever, but they did sell. So that's an update on that. But I've not really checked right now, just this morning, what the latest position is of the different addresses. All right, so Baba Ganush, let's go Dogecoin. Yeah, you bet. That's Dogecoin to the moon, and that's what we're looking at. We're looking at how it helps us identify whether it's a buy or strong buy for Dogecoin. This is Dogecoin, and and it's 0.05616, right? So it's up a notch, like 0.5% almost. Okay. All right, so let me go down here because this is sort of like details about the moving averages. We talked about that. All of the indicators, whether it's the both of these are buy, right? So the action is to buy. That's good. And yesterday the price was kind of dipped down to about 0.055, 4, something like that. That was a good buy too, and a lot of people bought at that price too. The idea of Dogecoin is to, of course, hold, right? Because that's a strategy, an effective strategy. If you look at the moving averages, long-term moving averages, right? That would be a nice to have. But we're exploring this for 1 day. This is for a week, okay? If I click on a day, this is a strong buy, okay? Which is pretty neat. So all these indicators, the moving averages, the oscillators, right? They pretty much are indicating that it is a buy, which means the price definitely is going to increase, right? That's what the indicators show us. Especially the oscillator. By the way, the ones that we're using, the squeeze momentum, is also part of the oscillator group, okay? Right here that you see. It's still part of the same analysis. So right now, pretty much for the entire week, starting Monday, and of course all the way up to Thursday, which is today, and we're hoping that by Friday, by tomorrow, it may pick up the pace a little bit. All right, so are we still having connection issues, guys? We're dropping some frames here. Let me check my notifications. All right, Debbie says yes. Yeah, I don't know why. It just happened once a week. And let me tell you, man, this happens once a week, where all of a sudden the streaming software, maybe I need to get a better software, right? That'd be nice. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna make it short up. So yeah, thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it, and thank you guys for your support. And that's really helpful. But I just wanted to cover these indicators and talk about the price. And for the entire week, you'll notice for the last several days, the price has been pretty much stable, right? So it's really the consolidation phase that we say after a little bit of correction, okay, the pullback. And then well, it's not really a complete pullback here, it's just the consolidation phase, the stable price moving sideways. It's not going up, it's not going down. But what we're looking for is we're hoping for these kind of like 2 spikes up, so it moves to the next support level, which is 0.6. So whether it happens today, whether it happens tomorrow, or even next week, so we'll see how this actually pans out when we move into next week, or even over the weekend. We do this. Let me see if I can also yeah, comments coming up. Michael, I think it's connection issues. Yeah, could be. Give me a second here, guys. Let me check something here. All right. Okay, let's see. Closing up a few things here, guys. Maybe it'll help. All right, so let's go back to our the news here. I think I covered the news regarding the luxury hotel, right? They're starting to accept Dogecoin. I talked about that. And also right here we did the squeeze momentum. Well, that was yesterday, by the way, so if you want to check that out, it's right on my Twitter at invest_desk. So right here is the squeeze indicator. So those of you who missed yesterday, you can definitely check this video out. This was good, and yesterday was a good connection. Every day is a good connection. I don't know what's wrong today. Yeah, I'll definitely try. CNG City, thank you so much for your insight, man. I'll try to definitely fix the issue next time I do a stream, which will be tomorrow, of course, again. So Mohan says, I can't wait to see it explodes. It will, and it did last time, because if you bought it in January, it'll be, it's up 1,000%, more than 1,000%, right? So definitely, this is something that you'll want to monitor closely. All right, so we're talking about the technical analysis of Dogecoin, that will it ever hit 10 cents. So based on what we see here, and based on the historical analysis, and based on the market conditions, as well as the performance of Dogecoin itself, definitely this is the actual stage where it's about to explode or about to go up. Because remember, the principles that we study in finance or in investing is that, based on the 4-hourly window, if the price doesn't drop, then it kind of negates the thesis where it's going to go down. So chances, the probability is, of course, that it's going to go up, and we see that in the price. So let me bring up the price here. It is 0.056, and that's where it is at. Okay, so let me see if I can close additional windows, so that will make my connection maybe better. I just found something here. There we go. Do only good every day. John, welcome, buddy. Nice to see you again. Let's get some comments here. CNG City, I really like your channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, man. This is absolutely great motivation for me. I enjoy bringing all of this knowledge, expertise that I have learned over these years to you, and really it's helpful. So thank you so much for your support. So all right, so let's talk about the indicators. Hopefully things are a little better. Let's pick up a couple more comments. Raul says, Doge about to knock pretty soon, just watch. Yeah, you bet, absolutely. So all these indicators that you're actually looking at are basically showing us the same pattern. So if I go back to the technical analysis here, you'll notice that Dogecoin summary for at least a day is a strong buy. Okay, definitely a strong buy. All these averages are in favor of Dogecoin. Okay, so not just technical indicators, but also, of course, news that we've been following for the last week. And what's important is that cryptocurrencies are being accepted, whether it's, of course, Dogecoin, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any other currency, altcoins. They are getting into mainstream. Okay, and that's important. It's important for Dogecoin because our focus here is whether it's going to hit 10 cents or not. It's just a matter of time. Okay, just a matter of time. No doubt about it, at least in my my opinion. So I'm sure you guys are also following your own strategies and your own you're doing your own homework, right? And on this channel, my goal is to bring you the latest updates, news, and forecasts, and of course not just speculation, but strong evidence to support this particular Dogecoin, so that we know that the reasons why it's going to go up, okay, or why it's going to go down, what's going on. So based on the market conditions, we did talk about the design of the coin, and that is also very, very critical and important aspect of a cryptocurrency, okay, because each cryptocurrency is different. Okay, it's designed to serve a different objective. And more importantly, by the way, the question is, why do we come up with these cryptocurrencies? Why do we have Bitcoin? Why do we have Ethereum? Why do we have Dogecoin? Because they all solve a certain particular problem, right? For example, Dogecoin is designed as an inflationary tool, right? A currency that that provides, easy access to day-to-day transactions. So if you want to buy something, clothes, shopping, this is a perfect currency to use. Less than 1 minute of transaction verification time is perfect, right? Whereas a Bitcoin is designed to be a deflationary coin. That's why you see the price go up. So that's a different category. Same with Ethereum for contracts and so on. So that's really the key, is that when enterprise organizations like this hotel luxury chain, or even Mark Cuban's team, Dallas Mavericks, or CoinFlip, right? They're all implementing Dogecoin because that is the cryptocurrency of the people. So our technical analysis definitely shows that Dogecoin is a strong buy, even at 0.056, guys. This is exciting. This is really neat, okay? Because that's what we're looking at. All right. So this is what we're looking at, the price, and today's Thursday. We still have 1 day. Tomorrow we'll take a look at what that is and how that works. So let me pick up quick comments here, if I don't miss any. All right, $1 Doge AB, welcome. Coming to Doge Army soldiers soon enough. Yes, Nebel says down detector showing spotty YouTube issues. It's not you. Well, thank you so much for the support. Yeah, it could happen, but I did clear up all of my stuff here, so hopefully that also helps a little bit. Appreciate the support and comments. All right, so if you're new to the channel, guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you get notified. I stream every single day, and tomorrow is Friday. We are going to take a look at additional news that I've researched, and tomorrow is going to be an exciting close of the week. And then over the weekend, of course, we'll do a recap and we'll see our portfolio. We'll see how well we could have performed, and we did perform or we did not perform. Some of the areas that we missed out on, and some of the areas we could have capitalized on. And then next week, I promised already that I'm going to do two very, very important, I'll pick up on two concepts and I'll explain those. One is about crypto wallets, and the other one is about Dogecoin mining. So definitely we'll have a great next week, and hopefully by that time the price will also be up, right, starting tomorrow. So these are the indicators. I just wanted to run the technical analysis, by the way, and this is for a day. Even if you were to look at for, let's say, 5 minutes, it will still be a buy. Okay, so regardless of what it is, if I even pan this out to a month, for example, then the indicators show it's a neutral position, okay, for Dogecoin. So if you're looking at this analysis, which display the real-time ratings for various 1 minute, 5 minute, whatever hour, 1 month, depending on your own goals, depending on your own portfolio, depending on how you trade. And like I said, we have different portfolios, right? One is for short term, one is for long term, mid term portfolios, and each portfolio has a risk diversification. So you don't want all the eggs in one basket. That's obviously not recommended and not a best practice. So you want to be able to take a look at your own scenario and where you want to be, your own goals and your own objectives. And remember, always set goals. You have to know exactly what you're looking for, right? And that's easier that way to pick up on these. But definitely one of the areas that I want to quickly also highlight is the moving averages. I know I've talked about this before, but these moving averages, whether it's the EMA, which is the exponential, or the simple SMA, are very, very important. Okay, well, one of the factors it's important, okay, apart from other indicators as well, because they tell you exactly how well and how well is this Dogecoin or any other crypto is going to perform based on what you're analyzing, right? So here it's a strong buy based on moving averages, and we saw that with our Binance chart. We set up the 200 MA and we saw the nice incline going up. So this is the technical analysis. I wanted to cover this. A couple of more news. I already talked about that. This is our squeeze momentum indicator. So it is still at 0.056, holding steady this week. And hopefully starting next week, it's just a matter of the next breakout, right? Remember, 2 weeks ago, the average price was at 0.05, which is right here. Okay, this was the support level. The support level now is at 0.055. Yes, it takes a week, but that's really about 3 or 4% jump, right? In terms of if you run the numbers, and we're going to do that over the weekend. We'll definitely see that. I think this week there'll be a lot of gains and so on, right? So we'll definitely check those out. All right, so let's pick up on quick on some comments here. See, hopefully everything is working good. Felix, welcome. Thanks for joining in. And if you're just joining in, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I appreciate your support here, and the like, of course. Pump tonight, Felix says, with that stimulus. Yeah, definitely, because I was reading a tweet, by the way, that the previous stimulus, there was another stimulus back in, I think, December or January, right, a couple of months ago, for like $1,200, something like that. Had that been invested in Ethereum, today that $1,200 in about 2 months, 2.5 months, would have been $12,000. Okay, and that's what it is. So definitely pump tonight with that stimulus. It will happen, or it should happen rather. Why not? I think that's wise to place your money in solid cryptocurrencies. Of course, do your research. Make sure you know what you're doing. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, but I've been doing this for several years. Of course, I have a finance degree as well, so we can always make informed decisions. So definitely, that stimulus is going to help as well. All right, so I think that's all I have for today. I just wanted to run this technical analysis. I apologize for these stream issues earlier. I don't know whether it was YouTube, whether it's myself, I don't know. But it's good to see you guys every single day. It's perfect. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining. And bring those comments coming in. These comments are helpful because I really would like to understand what you guys are looking for, so I can do my research and bring you so we can do the analysis together. And that's really the goal behind Invest Desk, this channel that I've put together. All right, so I'm going to end the stream here, guys. Thank you so much for hopping on today, and I'm going to probably, there's one thing, hang on, there's one thing I wanted to cover before I call it a day, is the overview. Let me go to overview one more time. There's a new chart that just came out. I just remembered. And there we go. So this is the Dogecoin will retest the resistance. Okay, so let me go ahead and open it up. Perfect. So the chart that you see here is really the support confluence right here that you see. Okay, so the upper line, the lines in the pink, the top one is the resistance, and the bottom one is of course the support. Okay, and the way Dogecoin has been performing, you'll notice that on average it's been about 0.055, right? That's where it was, 0.051. That's the support level. And on the top, the resistance level is at 0.06, right? So if it breaks the next resistance level, which is 6, which it did, by the way, yesterday, it actually went up all the way to 0.063. But of course, it still corrected itself. Right now, it's back at 0.056 or 0.055. So definitely, this is where it's going to go to the next jump, right? So it's going to cross the 6 cents, and if it can maintain itself at 6 cents, that will be the next support level. And then of course we're looking at 8 cents, 9 cents, and of course 10 cents. So the question of course is on today's video that we wanted to answer, or at least take a look at, is will Dogecoin ever hit 10 cents? And when will Dogecoin hit 10 cents, right? Rather, and we see that it's not that far. It's actually not that far. So if Doge this week ends up at 6 cents, or even next week, we're looking at maybe next, couple of more weeks, or 3 weeks, because the way Dogecoin is being accepted, the pace is exponentially growing, or at least not exponentially, but pretty fast, right? Organizations across the globe, they're talking about, not only talking about Dogecoin, but actually implementing it, right? And we saw that every single day. We see that, we cover that. If you want to go check out the videos that I've been streaming every single day, there's breaking news, there's developers working on Dogecoin. Again, they are incentivized to work on Dogecoin, and they have made upgrades, they have made changes to the software. I've covered those in other videos as well, so you want to check those out too as well. So definitely I wanted to share this. Dogecoin will retest resistance, right? So and that's really what we're looking at. As long as it's not coming down the support level, which is 0.051. So right now it's at 0.055, which is really the next support level. So it's definitely a jump up, and the next breakout will be higher than 6 cents. Okay, and that's what we're looking at. So right now, of course, a little bit consolidation, a little bit of pullback above support confluence. Therefore, this particular chart is showing that they're expecting to move up, right? Simply retesting the next level, which is right here. All right, so let's pick up on some comments. Thank you, Syed. Appreciate it, John, so much. And then the under Doge, of course, how much Dogecoin is too much Dogecoin? That's a good question. Based on your, based on your affordability. So if you want to, buy Dogecoin, 1 million Dogecoin, that'd be perfect. And by the way, I was talking to one of my, before I end the stream, just a quick insight here. One of my colleagues, and he said, well, Syed, if you want to be a millionaire, and I made a couple of videos, by the way, yesterday and the day before. He said, if you want to be a millionaire, well, guess what? You got to buy 3 million Dogecoin. I said, all right, well, that makes sense, right? And then we can hold it, and then we can grow with it. All right. So anyways, thank you so much, guys. I'm going to end here. I will see you guys tomorrow about the same time, but hopefully with a better connection. And I really, really appreciate your support. So hit the subscribe button, the like, and the bell notification. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will catch you up tomorrow with some additional news that I have, additional areas of Dogecoin, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much. Take care.